And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are on episode 25, the world tour, as most Minecraft worlds go through. This place has really come along in the past 25 or so episodes, and I've been really enjoying it. This has been one of the better Minecraft worlds that I've played in a very long time. There's still a torch there. There's a couple little torch things that I wanted to get done before world download, but I think they're kind of okay at the moment, more so off over in that direction. But I guess a better place to start would be right over there at spawn, just so you know how to get here, I guess. And so here we are, the original starter island. The chest is actually still here. Of course there's nothing in it. But I think it started out with a map and a couple of tools and some stuff like that. So yeah, and then right over there was the ship, the sunken ship that we went to, and then you can see from here where our actual island is, and you can also tell where I've been chopping some trees down over there. And so coming off that island that's just right there, coming straight off over into here, you'll come into the very first building that we created, which is this cobblestone structure right here that I've decided to keep. And of course, if we walk into here, this is where our starter situation happened, I guess, if that's a word. Coming through this door and you bust a right, comes into our tower that we had going on right here, and of course going down into there is our storage system, which we'll get into in just a second. Now this back area right here, for anybody that's new, actually used to be a really big room, and it was a storage room, the temporary storage that we had back here. But yeah, going off over into this door, we have kind of the little main common area, if you will. There's a little back space back here behind these stairs, and of course yeah, some stuff going on to right here, and some barrels that I don't think, oh, that one has some stuff in it. But we also have this little room right here. This is our kind of like adventure room slash map room, which we haven't updated, but I'm glad we didn't, because then we can kind of talk about this thing that's sitting right off over there in that direction. And of course, before I put this world up for download, which it will be up for download, I am going to fix this ceiling because I keep forgetting about it. And then of course, here is our world map. This is where everywhere we've pretty much explored all throughout this area, and going through this little pieces all out through here. Coming up the steps into the second floor, we have kind of just a little area. Some stuff going on right over there. These rooms aren't furbished yet. I think we're going to get to that in episode 26, so we can finally get this area of the house all situated. And then coming up these stairs, you have the third floor and the last floor of the house, and of course kind of where I've been kind of just staying at. This is the original map of our house. As you can tell, there's that original cobblestone structure right there that I was talking about. This is the storage room that we had in the tower, and then right back off over there where the my crosshair is where we used to have some cow farms. Going over there is the first diamond that we mined up, and this is all of our original tools, starting from the pickaxe all the way over to the trident. And the first diamond pickaxe that we got is backbone. This is our very first diamond pickaxe that we got and enchanted, and this is just a really good bow right here. Also, there's our adventure log, and we also have our project list, which this needs to be updated, and I'm glad I saw that. Coming down from the downstairs area right here, we go out this iron door, and there's a cow that's kind of just hopped over my fence. Thank you for that. This stairway actually leads all the way down to the beach, so if we follow this all the way down into here, we'll run into our main dock area that kind of circles all the way around over there, and this goes over here to our little sailboat and the actual boat that we've been getting around on this world with. And then we come into our fishing hut. This is right here. I can grab my little fishing rod, sit in this little chair right here, and we can just kind of fish. And that's actually used to be my main source of XP. And of course we have some barrels that I've collected all of the loots that I've been getting from in there. And then busting out of the door right over through here, we can come up and connect with kind of the main road that goes through the base over there that you can see. is the stairway that we walk down. If we go through this nice little floracy, I guess, if that's the word you want to say, if that's the right word. We got some beehives and some really tall trees. And coming off over here to the right, we have our main storage system, which of course here holds our nether portal and our 2 furnaces. This is just a normal furnaces. These are blast furnaces, which, by the way, I do need to drop some of this stuff off because I went mining in between episodes. Speaking of mining, this is our very first mining area here. So if we drop all the way down there, you can see we just passed a amethyst geode cluster. But this is our very first mining area, and it did not hold a lot of diamonds. It was really big pain mining up or trying to find any diamonds over here in the very first 1.17 new chunks area. But this is where we found our very first diamonds. I've left this here and I've only mined 1 block, which is that diamond that's sitting up in our bedroom. And then in here we have our massive storage room. This is where we have all of our blocks are all placed in. We've got like a nice little lever here so we can see the item elevator that comes from our mob farm that's directly underneath the ground off over there in that direction. We have a nether wart farm right here, and this is the elevator that goes back up into the tower that we saw just a second ago. But if we take this elevator downstairs, we will run. You can kind of come into this area here, which I think needs to be redone. But this is our mob killer right here. Now on the just right up over there is our actual mob farm, and I'll show you where that actually sits. Coming back over to the staircase though, if we're just coming out of the main house right here and we jump on top of this log and we jump right, oh, we land at directly underneath this area right here is where the mob farm actually sits. But also there's a couple little things over there that we can kind of go and look at. There's not much, but it is something over there, and I like to get across via these trees. If we're kind of just jumping over, I did not think I was going to make that right there, but if we jump over all the way through here, then we also come across this canal that we kind of custom made, and it's not finished by any means. I mean, this side right here, the terraforming, looks okay. But this side doesn't, and then underneath it obviously looks like hot garbage, and I think the shape of it can be reformed just a little bit. But if we hop right on over here, if you noticed in that map area, there was a big blocky structure that set somewhere right in here, and actually I think the vines grew over where I had the ladders, but right here actually used to be the original mob farm. And then somewhere off over in this direction, there was a hole I used to climb down into. I don't remember quite where it's at, but it's still there if you can kind of find it. I want to say that it's right here, or is it over here? I don't know. It's somewhere right around in this area, but there used to be a 2 wide. Oh, I think actually I just saw it. It might just be right here. Nope. But anyways, I don't quite remember where that where the little drainage area used to be where all the mobs fell down into. But this tree right here actually used to be the AFK tree for it. And then off back over here is where I farm a lot of my trees. We've got some birch trees right over there. Of course, this is where we do a lot of the sapling trees and stuff like that. Over here is where I do some of the dark oak woods. And this area right here, there's nothing really back over here. And I'm not really too sure what to do with it. Part of me was thinking that maybe I can just convert all this into a really dense jungle, but I'm not 100% too sure on what to do with it just yet. But if we come off over here into this direction, jump over a couple of these little things. Some of this right here, I manually placed some grass because there used to be a really deep ravine that's set right in here, and actually down into here you can see where it used to be. So like imagine all of that right there was completely open. Does this pop out anywhere? No, this is just a and I still obviously, you know, left a lot of coal here as most people do. But coming out of this hole and right across from where the fishing hut sits, if we come right all the way over here, there's 2 holes. There it is. There's some scaffolding here, and there's a really deep drop all the way down into here. Oh, okay. I didn't hear the splash right there. But this right here is our mob farm. This is just a zombie grinder. The dudes come in, you know, they fall right in here. I hit them with my sword, and we get XP. And I don't think there's really anything too important down in there. And of course, this room hasn't been completely done yet. Maybe we'll get to that in one of the next episodes. Part of me, though, wanted to build a lighthouse right over here, right on top of this. And I might just actually do that. I don't see why that wouldn't be a good idea. Plus, it would make sense, you know, it's just right here, right off the peninsula, and that's pretty much where lighthouse sits, is right off on the top of this area here. Some of the future thoughts I have for this world is whenever the new update, like the full release update comes out, I probably will get off of the beta but leave the experimental snapshots on. This is just a little back way I thought about right here, coming through inside of our storage system. That's right over there, but I kind of went against it, so I actually do need to close this back up. But yeah, I thought about just leaving the beta altogether and leaving the snapshots on, and that way we can still get, I mean, not the snapshot, the experimental stuff on, so we can still get, there's a fish, so we can still get some of the you know, the experience from the new updates, but also being able to have a little bit stable version of the world here. But that's mostly it for this world. I tried to think of a lot of things to show you in detail and kind of give a little bit of history behind it, but there's not really all that much here, you know, being episode 25 and all. I guess I can also take everyone upstairs here, because we didn't go up into the tower very well, I don't think. But here's what's on top of upstairs is our enchanting area. That's where this whole thing right here lies. But that's probably going to be it for the video. I think I ran out of things to show. But that is actually all I have time for the video, and I'm kind of out of things to show you. But if you did enjoy this and you want to see more of this world, then please click the like button. If you want to keep me motivated to make more of these, please click to subscribe. But it's all I have time for you guys today, and I will catch you in the next episode. Here's some of the original crafting benches and chests that are sitting right here.